What's going on, guys? This is Dr.Love 307, and I'm joined here for another discussion video by Black Super Saiyan, Platinum TDX, Spectrum HD, Alpha X Games, and the DBZ Guide 123. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Did you say Black Super Saiyan?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's me.
Sorry about that. My phone dropped.
Okay. So, what's up, Nabs? It's Platinum TDX, Dragon Xtreme, and like he said, I'm here with a bunch of other guys if they want to introduce themselves. Okay, I take that as a no.
I got it.
Well, what is up, guys? Mr. Buttersmooth back on the mic again. It feels so good to be back to the YouTube world after about 2 weeks. Joined here by another discussion with these awesome fellow YouTubers here. So visit their channels. I'll leave the link to all their channels if I can fit it in the description box below. And yeah.
Right, my turn. Hi guys, I'm Alpha, and I'm doing a video with these people.
These people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, whatever. So who's starting it off?
I will.
Okay.
Today we're doing a discussion about AI in Xenoverse and how they will play a key role in the game itself. And I guess I'll go ahead and give my thoughts on it first. Personally, I think that the AI in the network test, I mean, they were okay. Not like in the parallel quest, they weren't so great. But against when I was playing like offline matches, I can say the AI gave me a decent challenge. Maybe it was because my character wasn't really that leveled up. But, you know, they didn't really kill me, but, I mean, they could have been a little more difficult. And then the demos we've seen, you know, they've been way too easy to kill. And I hope, you know, we can actually change the difficulty of the players that we're facing offline. And they can actually give us a challenge because in some games, they're, like, way too easy to beat. And it doesn't really provide good footage. Especially if you like can't get online or something and you're trying to record, you know, that doesn't provide good footage when you're not being challenged. And also sometimes it's good to get your butt kicked by the computer characters because it shows that you have some work to do, that you need to improve. And yeah, so I'm gonna let these guys speak.
All right, so who's going next? I guess I can go next. My opinion on this for Xenoverse. I'm assuming that for the demos or network test stuff that they've released so far that the AI was just on normal difficulty. But for like the final product, I hope that very hard is actually like very hard or whatever highest difficulty they'll go to. Because I remember in Raging Blast 2, a little more than Raging Blast 1, the AI was like way too easy. And when the AI is kind of really easy, it kind of gives people that play it that like overconfidence that like, oh, you know, I'm used to kicking the AI's butt all the time. If I went against a real person, I, you know, totally beat them. And then like two people fight each other, and it's like a huge mess and stuff like that. But you know, I just think that they should make the AI like not too difficult to the point where some people would be like, oh no, this is bullcrap, but not make it like super easy. Like I feel like the AI should give you a challenge, but not do anything, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Who's next? DBZ God.
Alpha go.
Okay. I think the AI should be challenging, so the gameplay can, you know, every time you play it, you can have a new experience with it, and not be the same old thing, and you will not get bored with it.
That's it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so pretty much all they said I agree with, but
Okay, I'm back.
god damn it. Alright, go ahead.
Go
When
ahead,
did we start recording?
Go ahead.
Finish off Platinum.
Go ahead, what?
Okay, well,
Go ahead. What?
so pretty much all they said I agree with to the fullest extent, except they want a balanced AI. I don't really want a balanced AI. I want the AI to knock me senseless. Main reason for this is because in games like Raging Blast 2 and Raging Blast 1 was a little challenging, but as you get better, it really becomes really easy. Raging Blast 2 and Raging Blast 1 they were very easy for even the casual gamer that just picks up the controller and starts button mashing. They were very easy to maneuver around. They were pretty simple with their combat tactics. It was very easy to just get around the AI and just hit them in the back. But playing online, people maneuvered so much more that it was even practicing against the AI wasn't going to get your hone your skills better. So you had to hone online and get better. But Battle of Z, since that was an arcade game, you couldn't really say anything about the combat system at all, except the fact that the first person that gets the first hit in gets that combo in, and you can't do anything about it. So, Ultimate Tenkaichi, that was a luck game, and like they said on the network test, I'm pretty sure they had it on normal difficulty. It was very easy to kind of get out of their way, but they also knew what they were doing a little bit. They showed that they knew how to maneuver around, how to get out of the way of your blasts. They fired blasts back and such. And Dimps has never let me down with an AI system. Burst Limit, I found myself getting tossed around the first few weeks I played it, but I got better at it. Budokai 3 and Budokai 2, and even Budokai 1, they gave me a very challenging and satisfying experience. Budokai 3, I still get rung out to this day on the World Tournament stage. So, very hard should be, as they say, very hard. In Tenkaichi 3, I think that was the perfect example. That and Budokai 3 were the perfect examples for good AI, because they canceled, well, in Budokai 3 terms, they canceled, and they, like, shot blast at you. But the one thing I've noticed that they don't do in the Dragon Ball Z games that they do in Naruto games is use their ultimate techniques. In Dragon Ball Z, I haven't seen bots use their ultimates that much, and if they do, they use them at the worst moments. So I sort of want them to be able to, like, tell where you're gonna go, like, try to anticipate your next movement, because, I mean, they're artificial intelligence. So they should try, like, track your movements in the beginning of the battle, somewhat like how in the show they do, and then, just, like, say, for example, you usually do a square, square, triangle, up move. They should try to anticipate that, and when you go for the up move, they teleport around you and do like a Kamehameha or something. Like, learn your techniques and try to force you to do different things. So, yeah, I just want a really very challenging AI.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, because if the AI is, like, not extremely challenging, then, like, you know, eventually you're gonna get better than the AI. It's to some degree. So, like, if it's like the difficulty where it's like at first it's hard, but then you get used to it, you always kick its butt. It's like, yeah, well, you know, you got good at it and everything, but going against the AI isn't going to be too much fun. Whereas if the AI is constantly always getting better, always knowing what you're going to do, always being super difficult to fight, it gives a huge replay value offline and online. Either way you're playing it, you still have that same fighting experience where it's like, wow, I actually got to give it my all because this person's going to kick my butt. And, yeah.
I want to actually share something. In the Cell games, not the Cell games, the Dragon Rush mode or whatever, in Budokai 3, they vary depending on your level. And I'm also wondering if that's going to return, because if they're going to do that, they may as well never not have a difficulty mode at all, like a difficulty setting at all, and just have it be based on your level. Like in the beginning of the campaign, everyone's sort of easy, but they take like less damage because you're weaker, and depending on how you play and such. But as the time goes on, like when you face like Cell, for example, he kicks your butt. But again, you get the power up boost, you do the side missions, and you get stronger than Cell, and you beat him. So I would really like to see some sort of leveling system. Like, I know there's a level system. What am I saying? There's a leveling system, but I want to see the difficulty wrap around that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I really agree with that, too.
I think the AI should, like you said, get stronger with, you know, the level you're at. Maybe you can, like, well, nah, never mind. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, either the higher level you are, the more difficult they're gonna get, and the more they're gonna, you know, actually put up a fight against you. But I still would like to have the option to be able to turn up the difficulty on there, because, you know, like Dr.Love said, that adds a lot of replay value to the game, where even if you don't have, like, online, you can still play offline, and the computer give you a decent challenge, and you can still, like get better at the game until you finally can beat that level of AI with ease. And if that's the highest level and you can beat that AI with ease, I'm pretty sure you could kick, people's butts with ease online. So, that
For the
pretty much gets you better at the game,
So I guess that actually, going back on what I said before, I kind of echo. Anyway, I kind of want to go
though.
against it. I really am reflecting back on what I said earlier, like literally a minute ago, because if they go based on your level and you play with characters like Goku, if you play against another Goku, you're basically gonna kick their butts because you're playing with Goku and you're playing it better than they are. So I think they should have a difficulty level, but also have that leveling system incorporated with your creative character at least. My 2 cents.
Also, another thing, I hope that the AI is actually difficult, as in actually tries to fight you instead of just sitting there and spamming things. I know in a lot of fighting games, like what they tend to do is think that very hard means that they just whip out this attacks like 20 times and then they switch off to this one and they keep like spamming back and forth with different stuff and occasionally actually fight you, which is kind of annoying. Some stuff they don't do this like a lot, but I know in some games they usually do that. Like I remember Budokai 3 with like the AI would always go to hyper mode like every other 2 seconds, even when they had like almost no key for no reason. And I don't know why they always did that, which was really annoying because then you spend half your time just dashing away from them, and then you just wait until they ran out of energy, and then you just go and kick their butt over and over, which was kind of annoying. And I don't know, just spamming doesn't mean like super hard. And also kind of with burst limit, I remember like nowadays, because I got a lot better with the canceling and stuff of that game, so whenever I fight the AI, I realize that they usually just go up to you and end up doing the same combo and end up finishing it with some sort of super or something like that, like over and over and over. They kind of just spam the same thing. Like I want the AI to actually go around, do different stuff, do different moves, actually try to fight you and do different combos and stuff, and actually make it like a unique challenge instead of them spamming stuff over and over. So yeah, that's what I gotta say.